Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our next matchup of tonight between Certainty and Lads. It should be another thrilling matchup for tonight, as two very excellent teams here. Certainty will be blue, and we will have Lads be orange. So the first ban will actually be a Ying ban. So it's an interesting ban, to say the least, as she will be taken off of the board right away, and we'll be getting into our next bans as well here, as we'll see. Also, I think a ban, so a direct ban towards, I would say, default, as we've seen him run the think a shotgun quite a lot here, especially on a map like Border. I would actually surprised not to see the Montaigne ban, but looks like we will have a finger ban as well. So two bans towards default, just to slow him down a little bit with those shotguns. So two good bans there, I would say, from Certainties. We're going to be getting the last ban from Lads. Assume a Maestro or an Echo or something like that. Yep, a Maestro. So I'm going to be taking that off of the board as well. So again, going to be making our way right into things here, as we start with the Armory and Lockers as our first defense for Lads. As going to be seeing Mira, or default on the Mira, which is something that typically see him, I guess, play for the site. At least playing him in ranked and whatnot. It's normally what you see him play on the Armory defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So, again, it's just going to be me. I'm not sure what went wrong with that, Frosty. I see you trying to do it, but I don't know what went wrong. So again, Armory defense for the defense of Lads is they're going to be looking to possibly make a run out here, as it looks as though Dauphin going to be opening up the east stairs door, possibly actually for a Nitro Cell later on, maybe to throw off of the attackers just a little bit. But we will be seeing a possible east side push here, as it looks as though we're going to be seeing Elvis make his way up to the roof right away. Again, going to be cutting off this east stairs rotation, as again, it's just me, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me to keep up my voice, but again, I'm going to try my best. As Astroball going to be joining out the pulse on the east stairs. It's a nice shot from the roof. Elvis able to cut off that rotation perfectly, and we look to see our attack. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted. Our attack going to be starting to come out onto offices, and the pulse down very early on. That's going to be a big pick, as there's not going to be any Nitro Cell from below, at least with the intel. Our Pip still playing below with that Nitro Cell, as Elvis is going to be holding that rotation quite well from the roof still. Reflex is still on the Blackbeard on the ventilation window, as you will get on his drone just to see if he can't find any intel. Actually does spot the Legion, and we'll get the down, actually, as he does hit him through the wall. Not sure how he didn't hit him in the head, but our Pip is going to be able to get that pick up right onto the Legion. So excellent positioning there from the Bandit. Minute 30 left in the round, and The Thatcher and EMP grenades from Astroworld will start to come in towards the wall as Blur will make his way in through the main office. It does have to contest with this mirror window and the Bandit playing very close, but does crouch just underneath it and will possibly be able to get this wall off as RPip actually steps up and takes down Reflexes. So an excellent shot there from him as it's now just the Jaeger on the Mira to contest against these final attackers. And RPip will make his way over towards the front of Archive. So excellent positioning now with the Thermite or with the Blackbeard on that window off of the board. 50 seconds left, and it looks as though Jaeger gonna get aggressive on the Mira window. He's just trying to find the angles. Actually finds the head of Blur, able to step up just on top of that ledge, and Default gets a kill for himself onto Lerm as he pushes his way through offices. Somehow he makes his way in there. An excellent shot from Default onto Elvis is clouded up, gets the down on Astroworld. So I don't know what VIP is, so I don't know how to give that to you. I apologize. But again, the first round is actually going in favor of Lads, as that didn't look like it was going to be very successful after the early pick from Elvis on to the Pulse of all operators. So excellent job from Lads to bring that round back in their favor, actually going flawless after losing their first person.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So again, it looks like we're going to be seeing ventilations this time from Lads, as they can't go upstairs anymore, and likely to see actually a deep roam inside of Customs, but going to actually opt to not bring the castle in order for this castle strat on tellers and main lobby waiting room. So it's interesting that they're not going to be doing that, but not even actually reinforcing the detention wall, as it's going to possibly be a run out. It's interesting how they're choosing to hold this. It's going to be, it seems like it'd be very easy for the attack to peel this apart and get the easy frags. Reflexes is going to notice that the wall is soft, so could be an easy push there if they have the buck of Lerm, but Lerm going to be using this pre-fire angle all the way inside of the all the way inside of Armory, and I believe those shots were landing on the wall just next to Flamingo. So some excellent pre-fires there, excellent map knowledge from Lerm. Again, hatches will be getting opened up onto Custom, so that's going to nullify this position that the Vigil was playing earlier, and he's going to rotate up into Armory, it seems like. So just trying to make his way up on the bookshelf and actually going to be able to vault up there. So excellent positioning from Flamingo, was could possibly get himself some easy kills, and will be the ability to get that drone, and will shoot it as the Hibana is going to make his way up top, but they don't spot the Vigil playing inside of the small office. The Vigil just waiting for the right opportunity to get these kills, but they are trying to progress onto the Bandit inside of offices. So obviously the call is going to be coming out from Flamingo, so hopefully they are able to net these kills, as Dauphin does have the angles. The punch will possibly going to come out from the Valkyrie camera as RPip tries to go for the pre-fire but won't be able to land any of the shots. Flamingo still on top of the bookshelves here, waiting for the Hibana to possibly rotate back, but the quick peek actually from RPip will take down Blur as the refrag immediately from Lerm on top of the roof, but Flamingo gonna finally pounce onto those players on the top floor and take down the Hibana. So top floor back in favor of the defenses. The excellent positioning there from the Vigil with his scanner on is going to allow him to get the free kills, but Default going to rotate at the wrong time, and Elvis will quickly cut that down as he tries to go for the push onto the Valkyrie now in the back of the back of ventilation. It's going to be an easy kill for Elvis as he's fully blinded, but with the diffuser still upstairs, they're going to have to contest with the Vigil of Flamingo, and He does have advantage here. He will get actually possibly a kill onto the Buck, but no, he will not. Will go for the impact onto the hatch and spots the Buck rotating around towards offices, but the wallbang's coming out from the Twitch as they do try to make their way onto that diffuser. Still not diffuser in control of the attackers just yet, as Flamingo's just waiting for the Twitch to possibly rotate in through the main wall here. That's going to be an easy kill for the Vigil as he takes down Reflexes, but Lerm will shut him down quickly. So an excellent attempt there from the Vigil to try and stop that push with the diffuser on the top floor, but it's just not going to happen for him today. So again, looks like we're going to be seeing ventilation and workshop repeated.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
By lads, they're going to try to run this through yet again. So
Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm interested to see, now that they do actually have the castle, this could possibly make this hold a lot easier. So they are going to be doing that tellers and main lobby or waiting room strategy that I was talking about earlier. That's going to help this hold, I would say, a lot more. They're still not going to actually reinforce detention walls, so that's going to be easy for Elvis to open up with the Ash Charge. Surprised that they didn't use one of the skeleton keys from Buck to open that up. Maybe a little bit less utility than having to use an Ash Charge, but still, nonetheless, the wall will be opened up, and you still got the 2 grenades from Buck to help out here. So looks as though it's going to be a straight armory attack, as they're going to want to take control of the top floor before being able to do anything. It looks as though a few shots going to be shot up through the floor by the Jaeger of Clouded Up, as he goes for some more pre-fires and just barely misses the head of Reflexes on the Twitch, playing inside of break room. So almost able to hit that shot, but RPip gonna go for the rotate up east stairs. Should be weary of the angle possibly from the roof, but it looks as though no one actually going to be holding it at this time. So again, the push starts to come out towards the armory, as again, that is where most of the defense is situated, but it looks like the Buck will choose to possibly fall through the hatch, but no, he's going to choose to rotate out, as the rest of his team will fall through the hatch. So Customs in control of the attackers, as they're going to choose actually not to possibly go from the top floor down, and we'll just go straight from Customs. So that's an interesting choice, to say the least, as normally you want to take control of the top floor, as most of those holes from the top will make it very hard for you to plant in most of the default spots. Default going to get spotted out on that Twitch drone, as RPip has made his way inside a passport and could possibly go for the rotate in through the Customs, but will actually get the shot onto the down actually on to Astroworld, but Blur and Elvis get a refrag immediately. Elvis is it looked as though Blur was there for his teammates' rescue, as it looks as though an excellent kill, as both Elvis and Default are prone, but the shotgun actually from the Valkyrie is going to find 2, but Blur will quickly cut him down, and that's going to be 2-1 in favor of Certainty. And Elvis, yet again, he is completely cracked out right now with 6-1. So yet again, we're going to be seeing Armory and Locker. So after losing the downstairs twice to the attackers, it will be the top floor, where they were able to be successful on their first defense of this map. So again, it looks as though we're going to be seeing our Pip on the Valkyrie. Going to be putting a few interesting Valkyrie cameras inside of the office. And really having a difficult time with his buttons, it seems. Is, having thrown in the nitro cell on accident a couple times here. Is not something that So again, it looks as though we're going to be seeing an Armory take as Reflex is on the Blackbeard. Interesting choice to put him on this west balcony. Normally you want to see the Blackbeard on ventilation, but we'll be putting him inside of security as he's just going for a punch hole through the wall. So an interesting play there as they will actually spot out the Valkyrie camera and will hop out onto the table as the nitro cell could possibly come from below, but no one is going to be in position to take advantage of that. As Reflex is going to do a lot of damage to the Legion of Flamingo peeking down from metal. So, again, the push here being very successful already inside of security and making their way onto the main wall. It looks like Elvis going to be taking off those people from the main wall as the mirror is placed right there. It seems as though, actually no, it's in small office, so going to be just taking those bandit batteries off as Elvis looks to possibly get the kill onto the person playing half wall, but no, that will actually be the player on half wall as Reflexes takes out Dauphin, and a nitro cell just barely missed by the mirror. It seems as Elvis will get the kill onto the bandit, and actually a run out there from our Pip as he takes down Blur, and it looks as though Default put on just literally 1 HP as he looks to possibly rotate down through the hatch, and the attackers are going to start to make their way inside of Armory as they do. It is completely clear up until Archives, and Jaeger, the only person ready to possibly take this fight on, as he will actually go for the reset onto Default. So they're going to need to hold off this attack for as long as they can, but they're actually stalling out just a little bit here. So not going to be able to take advantage of the reset coming out between the two players, and going to stall out just a little bit more. So just waiting for the perfect opportunity to push in. But RPip will get a peek out onto Reflexes. That's the Blackbeard taken out. And RPip with another excellent shot as Elvis has made his way on the connector window. Astrowall gets a headshot onto RPip. So now it's all up to the Jaeger of Clouded Up with one player on the main windows. Gonna actually go for the peek out onto Astrowall. So now he just needs to wait for the rappel in. But he's being too aggressive here. You do not need to play like this. Elvis does have to rappel in or rappel up and go to somewhere else. It seems as though actually Elvis might actually lag out here. Unfortunate for him as it Clouded Up is fine, but Elvis is really spiking here. He might actually be getting hit offline. That's actually extremely unfortunate for Elvis and Certainty. As I'm imagining we're going to have to go for a rehost here, so extremely unfortunate for Elvis. He really spiked a lot there. Oh, and they will be leaving the game, so it will be a rehost here for Certainty. It's unfortunate that Elvis is spiking like that, and it doesn't even seem like he can leave the game either, but that's not something that I'm assuming that's going to be protested for. Except he will finally leave the game, so going to be going for a rehost here. So we're gonna try to get both of the teams back in here. So just give me 1 second. Oh, frick me! Gosh, dang it! I didn't mean to frickin' do that. I'm gonna have to wait for a fucking. I apologize. I had to wait 4 minutes now. That's awesome. What was the score? What was the score? I forget. Was it Gotta wait now. Ugh. Yeah, I know I'm dumb. Oh no, I'm good. I know what it is. It was 2-2, and they just won. Okay, so they can go anywhere except for top floor. So that's right. All right, I'm gonna fix this real quick. It's 2-2, and it was Ying, Finca, Ella, and Maestro, right? Orange win top floor. That's not the right map. Orange win top floor. Blue win. Blue win. Orange win top floor.
Oh shit. Razor.
I dropped to
Can you-
22
can- bro,
points.
can-
Or 22.
Can you please tell them that we're not fucking stressing anybody? Like, I had this exact same problem when I was playing the league game when you were hosting. My ping just fucking spiked and I lagged out.
What's up? Sorry. I have no idea. I'm not a part of it, and I'm just a caster. Alright, well, we will getting Gak into things, and the score should be correct. Yes, it is 2-2. Lads unable to go to the top floor, so they will be forced to go possibly back down to ventilation room. So imagine that's what we're going to see, and yet we'll see ventilation room yet again. And imagine I'm going to see the castle strat possibly. I'm hoping we see the castle strat again. But it looks as though we're going to be seeing a random pick for Dauphin, as Flamingo will make it onto the castle. So likely to see a 6 pick off of the cap can, but maybe not. No, actually, default will go from the Pulse to a Smoke. So a little bit more Plampton now. Going to keep the cap can. I like the choice to keep the cap can. That might slow down the push a little bit more than Would have thought. A little bit more than certainty would hope. So again, getting right
Attackers
into
need to
things
locate
here.
and defuse bombs.
Looks as though going to be seeing a top floor hold as some reinforcements going to be placed up here by the Legion of our Pip. It's going to be interesting to see how they choose to hold this. It hasn't been too successful their first 2 times defending here, as their only defensive wins have come from Armory. So they're going to have to change something up. Bringing in the castle, I agree with completely.
10 seconds remaining.
As this strategy of holding open, or of castling off the waiting room along with the teller's office, it's very viable. And I think it's a very powerful strategy. Yet again, the push starting to come out from the west vehicle exit as Elvis on the Ash yet again, really trying to make his way towards the building here. I apologize for my kind of stagnant tone. It's kind of hard to think of things on the fly. But again, it looks like we're going to be taking control of the top floor. There actually isn't anybody even up here except for our Pip. So it's going to be interesting to see how the attackers choose to deal with him, as it looks as though Lerm will actually spot out the Legion on top of the bookshelf and won't actually spot him, but the Legion will drop off. So a smart decision from our Pip as he rotates over towards lockers. So still some wallbangs actually coming out here from the Ash on the east balcony. Will be able to
Located by attackers. Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
So the first kill will come from Dauphin actually on the Kapkan. An excellent shot there onto the Thermite. Not sure where exactly that Thermite was peeking from, but still excellent work there from him. As Astroworld will be the second person to try to contest with the players inside of the site. So let's start trying to find the angles onto the Smoke of Default, but the Smoke doing excellent work here as Reflexes has actually been downed, it seems, by a Legion trap, I would say, as our Pip will not be aware of that as the points aren't on, but I'm going to be able to drone him out as Dauphin actually going to get another kill for himself onto Astroworld. So doing excellent work here as he actually gets a third with the Kapkan trap. So Kapkan really putting work on for his team right now as Jaeger will swing wide. Actually, no, the Elvis going to actually find that kill. Not sure how he took down the castle, but an excellent shot from Elvis will give him that kill as Lerm trying to find that angle onto the player inside of sight. Won't actually be able to land any damage whatsoever as he's going to go for a fast drop down the hatch. Will possibly be able to find one onto the Kapkan, vaulting through the sights and gets the down on to Dauphin. So Default actually with the shotgun up close will take down Lerm. So it's now all up to Elvis in a 1 versus 4 since Kapkan of Dauphin has recently been picked up. Elvis going to have to go through the hatch here. Does actually get spotted out by the Legion. Won't be able to land the final shots, but does actually get the kill onto our Pip and will fall in desperation and get gunned down by Default with SMG 11. So again, an excellent push from Lads, able to, or an excellent hold, I guess, from Lads, able to really hold down the ventilation room. So that's gonna force them to have to go to an office site now in customs inspection and supply room. So going to be a little bit different here from them. It's going to be a lot harder for them to hold on to, I would say. really need someone to cast with, bro. This is I'm about to fucking lose. I'm about to lose my voice. I didn't mean to cuss. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. But I'm honestly about to lose my voice here. So again, ventilation or customs will be the site along with supply room. So looks like we're gonna be seeing a deep hole possibly inside of workshop by Flamingo is possibly gonna be placing a few legion traps for it to be held onto. Is yeah, it looks like what it will be. Like the rotational is inside of bathroom is clouded up is actually looking to possibly get a decent angle, but no, it looks like he will fall off of that. As our Pip could possibly have the unexpected play just playing underneath the window, but again, it looks as though going to be seeing Blur doing a little bit of drone work for his teammates as they drone out the top floor. Going to be taking control of this first and foremost. Is going to be able to open up those holes down onto the defenders from above. As the hatches have been reinforced, so it doesn't seem as though anybody will be playing up here. As Reflexes does try to look for the Valkyrie camera, but not sure if there are any in place right now. That's going to be the first Nitro Cell from default as he tries to get that kill up onto the Blackbeard on top of the table, but not knowing exactly where the what the layout of above is, he will not be able to get that kill. And will possibly go for a rotate up the east stairs, and if nobody is watching this angle, it could possibly be an easy flank for the Pulse. So the band, they're going to eat a lot of damage there from the hatch as we reach about a minute mark in the round. And again, more holes being opened up by the Jackal as he's trying to find the angles here. The Nitro Cell will come out, but it won't actually hit anything as both of the attackers fall off of that position. And again, the holes being used to the attacker's advantage, and Reflex is going to get an excellent shot through the floor onto our Pip. So that's the Bandit taken out. As the Pulse does start to come out from default as he tries to go for a few wallbangs into customs, but looks like Blur will get a kill for himself onto Dauphin in the rotate, possibly through security by the attackers could cut off this Pulse. He's going to try to rotate maybe through this door, but it looks as though the Ash is aware of his position and will get actually possibly a kill, but no, he will just barely miss a shot. The plant starts to come down from Lerm, still has both of his smokes left on the board, so still can use those. Elvis has pushed his way aggressively inside of inspections. Does he know the Jaeger is playing close up? No, he will not. Jaeger will get a nice kill onto Elvis, so a 4v3 now in favor of the attackers as default will push his way in through, but get immediately gunned down by Blur. Blur making his way, trying to find the angle, but Flamingo gonna get an excellent shot there onto Lerm, and Blur immediately trades him off as it's just now clouded up. Position just inside the main door. Gonna get shot off from the hatch and the main door as he gets the down and the kill onto Astroworld, trying to find the Thermite. Gonna float right in through sight, but Blur with the pistol out is gonna take down Clouded Up. So again, another excellent round from the Attack of Certainty as they're able to push aggressively onto that custom site from above and get those angles immediately. And get those picks right off rip.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. seconds left. Attackers objective is to locate a
So
bomb.
yet again, it looks like the we'll be switching sides actually. So it's gonna be a completely different defensive setup. So we'll be seeing again the top floor of armory and archives. Again, decent drone work coming out from default as he's just trying to clear out the east stairs as well as the bottom floor, as it looks as though Flamingo Pond will be trying to make his way inside of vents to possibly use that skeleton key up through the floor and try to find any angles that he can onto the defenders. Again, Flamingo making his way right in, is weary of some of the holes from that have been pre-made by Certainty, but again, Dauphin making his way aggressively in will just bypass all of these angles as he will try to find exactly what he needs to be looking at to find these kills. Again, it looks as though the Bandit going to be peeking aggressively down through these holes, but won't actually be able to find the angles just yet. A few grenades gonna fly up and take a little bit of damage off of Blur, so does still have the mirror window to his advantage, and actually will get taken out by the Ash. So excellent play there from Clouded Up to take out that mirror window. Minute 30 left in the round, and the Thatcher EMPs will be coming out from our pip as Blur actually gonna get a nice shot onto the Thermite as I'm not too sure what happened there. It looks as though Clouded Up going to go for a reset, and an excellent shot there from Blur, able to take out the Thermite, trying to go for that Thermite charge onto the main wall. Bandit now going to position himself on the main wall as well, so going to be holding this angle aggressively as we reach the 1 minute mark, and not a lot of positioning here as Elvis is going to find the aggressive peek from the Bandit will find the Thatcher and the Sledge, the two SAS operators. 50 seconds left in the round, and the Buck still downstairs trying to see if he can't find any of these anchors, but he's just not bucking in the right spots, and he's out of skeleton keys, so he's going to have to join the rest of his teams. It looks as though a flank from the Legion of Astroworld down on the bottom floor could be the undoing of this Buck. We'll find the nice headshot there onto Flamingo Pond, and Blur with the last kill onto Clouded Up. So yet again, another excellent defense from defensive rounds from the defense of the top floor. I mean defensive armory and archives has been perfect so far in this matchup.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So it looks as though we're gonna actually be seeing the ventilation room and the workshop hold from Certainty, as they just did lock up the armory site. So it's an interesting hold. Going to be choosing to bring the Mira of Blur, so he'll be using those Miras possibly for any of the roamers up top that are going to be trying to hold on to the armory wall. So it's gonna be a good hold, I would say, from Certainty if they're able to keep control of this top floor, which I'm assuming they're going to be able to, especially with all the castle barricades and utility and mirror windows that they are using for this hold. But though an aggressive run out actually from Astroworld will take down Dauphin. The Fuse just not really aware of his situation. Repels right in front of the mirror window, and the run out from Astroworld will net the kill. Does go back down the stairs and looks for a dock and will possibly rotate right back up. So an interesting play there from him is the castle of Elvis still has control of the top floor. So Astroworld can rotate back up safely, and he will, but no! Default with the excellent angle inside of security will take down Astroworld, and Clouded Up gets a kill of his own on to Blur. So now it's just the castle above inside of Archives to fight against this Buck and the other attackers, as our Pip gets an excellent headshot onto Elvis. So an excellent attack here on to the top floor for Lads, but they still got to attack onto the bottom, and with plenty of time still left remaining, they're going to try to find these angles onto the remaining defenders. Reflexes here on the dock has been recently promoted. We'll be watching onto the main door, but will actually spot out the Ash, but Ash goes for a few pre-fires and won't be able to land the shot as Reflexes will gun him down. So it's a 2v3 now with the Bucks still above and still making a lot of pulls down onto the attackers as Lerm going to be put on to 25 HP. Going to be looking through the hatch to possibly try to find the last attacker, but Flamingo Pond going to make his way in, and Doc with the stim pistol out trying to heal his teammate will fall. But Jaeger going to make these, trying to shoot up through these holes that the Buck has made, as the plant will get put down successfully. So it's a post-plant position for Lads, as they're all going to be trying to make their way out of the building. And with these holes above, it's going not to be a very difficult post-plant position for the attackers, but looks as though Lerm will get one onto Flamingo Pond, so that's the Thatcher playing outside of the main window. Looks as though our Pip has dropped the hatch, so this could be a good kill for Lerm if he's able to find the angle. Does actually spot out the Buck playing just behind the server rack and pulls out the pistol and goes for the kill, but our Pip on the C8 will take him down immediately. So it's back to 4-4 here. A very close matchup between Certainty and Lads. So yet again, we'll be seeing the ventilation and workshop room be gone to again, as not really wanting to go to any other site here. Possibly just not as practice on this map when any of the bomb sites really want to pull out the workshop. As I mean, if you can't win workshop, you don't really want to go anywhere else, because the workshop is like pretty much just like a best site on this map. Customs and bathroom are very iffy sites unless you've got a really well practiced team.
10 seconds to go.
So it's obvious that they just don't want to have to deal with those two sites.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
So it looks as though gonna possibly again see another armory take, as Flamingo Pond just making sure that that speaker is taken out and not gonna be talking to him anymore, telling him to go to the helicopter if you need medical assistance. Got it up on the Ash yet again, going to be trying to make his way in through the break room, as they will be spotting out a last few minute reinforcements and barricades coming up top. But there is actually no castle this time for the defense, instead bringing the Valkyrie and no Mira as well. So Valkyrie and I believe the Bandit or the Jaeger. At least the Bandit. But the attack is coming fairly fast inside of Archives, as it looks as though the Habana or the Buck has already made his way inside, and with the Fuse trying to make his way in through the windows here. He's going to try to go for the first Fuse charge here. He's going to cause for some of the attackers to possibly push here onto the Archives, but the Fuse charge won't actually land on anybody just yet. But Floor is playing this very patiently, as he does spot out the Buck pushing in through the metal detector. He's gonna have to get some help from the Jaeger, who actually gets the kill on to Clouded Up, and Elvis with 2 quick kills onto Clouded Up and RPip, doing big work up on the top floor. Tries to go for the wall bang, but Flamingo will find that kill, and it's likely that he'll find the kill on to the Valkyrie, but it looks as though the Valkyrie actually has fallen down the hatch, and he's going for the pickup, but the fuse charges are raining in from above. Gonna do a lot of damage to Astro World, but won't actually finish him off, so he will be able to still live through this round, and it's a 4v3 in favor of the defense, and health advantage still probably in favor of Lads, but it looks as though a retake going up the metal stairs. Blur and the smoke of Lerm gonna try to make this retake happen, but Default gonna get an excellent kill as the smoke tries to get the refrag, but chooses to go right back down the stairs as he doesn't deem it very worthy. Again, a 3v3 here, and it looks as though Astroworld has been put on the 1 HP. It looked as though he might have been wallbang through the main door. Flamingo Pond gonna get a kill onto Reflex, so it's a 2v3 now. As Lerm gonna get another kill onto Flamingo Pond, so that's going to make it a 2v2, back to even man count. Last 2 attackers are outside of the main door here. Astroworld is literally 1 HP. You could sneeze on him and he would die, so the smoke canister is going to have to come out. It looks so Deadpool can also get the angle here onto Astroworld, but no, Astroworld gets the kill anyway, and Lerm the kill onto Default. So an excellent round from the defense, able to switch things up on their from the last round and able to win that out. So it looks as though Certainty will go back up to their top floor, their primary site of Armory and Lockers. Armory and Archives. That's where they're going to be feeling the most comfortable at, it seems.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So, gonna actually be seeing the Echo this time from Certainty of Reflexes, to be specific. So, gonna possibly help for this late plant denial if it comes down to that. Is we'll be using that ACOG as well to his advantage, and looks as though yet again going to be seeing a office take from the attackers. Looks as though Astroworld getting aggressive onto those main windows, and he's gonna try to find that kill. And the angle onto the Thermite team who was playing on the balcony, but Clouded Up already making his way inside of security is just going for the typical wall bangs to see if he can't find a free kill or two. Default on the Montaigne. This is what we've been waiting to see. This push is going to be a lot easier down the main hall as Default is fairly prominent on the Montaigne. Astroworld will be here to greet him with the Legion Trap, so could possibly be a bad thing to push into if Default isn't careful. He will actually find the first Legion Trap and have to pull that out, as the Legion could possibly get aggressive here, but will choose to play it just a little bit more safe and stay behind his mirror. Still the Montaigne pushing up very aggressively. Gonna have to be a crossfire here between the Bandit and the Montaigne, and the Legion, as the Echo Drone will actually come out, and the Thermite will make his way towards the main wall and try to go for the plant onto the wall. And if there's nobody watching from the main hall, but it looks as though Dauphin will be Blur will actually get the kill on to Dauphin, so that's going to be the Thatcher taken out, and an excellent bandit trick from Elvis. He's able to stop that Exo Thunder Charge from going off. Clouded Up gets a kill onto Reflexes, so it's the Echo taken down, but Elvis immediately refrags him as Flamingo rushes right in and takes down Astrowell, but again, Elvis is there for the refrag. RPip finally finds the kill onto Blur, so that's the Mira taken down, and the last two defenders are inside of Archives and have started to fall off. As Lerm is going to try to go for a rotate actually through the metal stairs, and will take out that drone as Default eats up another Legion Trap. RPip will get the kill actually on to Lerm as the down actually comes out from Elvis onto Default. Whether he knows it or not is the question. Elvis will finish off the Montaigne and plop the Mira as well, as he is aware possibly that the Thermite has made his way inside of Armory. Could be an easy plant here for RPip as the plant starts to go down. Elvis is aware of it, it seems, and it's going to be too late. RPip is going to easily be able to get this plant down and able to move his way outside of the room. Elvis just waiting for possible peaks to come out, but this angle here from RPip could possibly be unfortunate, as the wall is actually soft, so it could be an easy wallbang if Elvis does go for the plant. He will spot the Thermite just inside of CCTV on the Echo drone, and that's going to be excellent placement there for him as he goes try to go possibly for the wallbang here, but could long arm it if he wanted to. RPip is going to rotate out and towards the main wall, but the turnaround from Elvis is just a little bit too slow, so RPip clutches out that round on the Thermite. So again, an excellent round from Lads, as this has been very back and forth in this matchup. Looks like we're going to be seeing, yet again, Armory and Archives be the site for certainty.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
They're looking to possibly push it on to match point here. It is 5-5, so whoever wins the next round will be on match point. So it's going to be interesting to see who that will be.
The walls are reinforced. Stop worrying about grenades now!
10 seconds to go.
ATS deployed and ready to go!
Attackers are now to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So again, it looks like we're going to be seeing the main Armory push, or possibly the another office push. It's going to be interesting to see, depending whether or not what Tito's finds on his, or not Tito's, what the hell, what Default finds on his drone, determine where this push comes from. But looks as though RPip will be moving his way over towards the top of these stairs. So this indicates a office take, as we'll see where exactly Default is going to choose to come from. But again, more drone work coming out here from the attackers, as Reflexes has made his way down towards Customs, and we'll have to deal with the possible Sledge, who has made his way inside of Workshop. Again, this could be some good grenade work here if Dauphin is able to get these grenades up onto the defenders, but without the knowledge of actually who is below, Reflexes could possibly get a free kill, but Dauphin will actually spot the Valkyrie on his drone, so no more surprise attack from Reflexes, as the Sledge is going to be aware of his position and possibly try to go for the kill. RPip gonna get the first kill of the round onto Astroworld, so that was the player playing on the Mira, but Reflexes going to get the frag onto the Sledge, who was trying to roam hunt him down. So excellent play there from Reflexes, able to stop that roam clear in its tracks. Again, RPIP trying to go for this thermite charge, but will get one of his charges actually bandit trick this. Elvis is in a pretty tough spot here with all of the attackers trying to push onto him. With a minute left in the round, he just needs to waste a little bit more time here. As, the angle play from the attackers are going to start to come out. Reflexes tries to go for the angle onto East Stairs, but will just miss the Ash. She rotates away. Flamingo Pond gets a kill for himself onto Reflexes, so it might have been a nice shot through the Beeper's wall, as the bandit is in a very tough position, and RPIP will finally find that kill as Flamingo Pond hops right into the objective, and we're gonna see RPIP go for the defuse here soon. Still, the smoke's gonna come down as Flamingo Pond will get the kill onto Blur, so it's just a Legion of Lerm in a 1 versus 4 here. We'll actually get the down onto the Ash, and could possibly find this kill onto the Blackbeard if he's not paying attention, but no, Flamingo Pond will shut him down, and it's match point now for Lads as they go up 6-5. So yet again, ventilation will be the site for certainty. So after losing the top floor twice in a row, they're going to choose to switch things up and go down to the bottom floor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Deploying ATS.
This is where we're going to be seeing a top floor hold as well. So will possibly I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Still have the Montane on the board, so you got to imagine the default's going to be pushing the top floor as well. Yet again, with the rest of his team, they do have the sledge again, so going to be looking to book those holes above. But you gotta see some kind of momentum push here from certainty. Is they're down 6-5. It's match point. They're defending customs or ventilation, which I mean it's already hard enough to defend that as a site, even without having to deal with a Montane. But it's just gonna make this push or this defense just that much harder. Clouded up, already going to be making his way inside of Tellers and get the shot onto Blur. So that's the Vigil taken down early on here, as there's no castle barricades to stop this angle play from the Blackbeard. As default makes his way right in through sight, unable to actually make his way through this hole as it's a little bit too short for him. It seems actually, I'm not sure if he's able to get through that or not. Actually, he is able to get through it. And the thermite charge will come out from RPIP, but it will get actually shot through the wall by the smoke of Worm. He's going to try to gas out the Montane inside of sight, trying to find the angles, but Reflex is with an excellent flank, it seems, or an excellent shot there onto the long haul onto Flamingo. So that's the sledge taken down. No more grenades from him. Elvis actually going to get a nice shot, as it seems as though the shield of default ADS Elvis. I don't know why you're peeking him. RPIP gets a refrag on to Reflexes, so Valkyrie is down for the count, but Elvis still close here inside of the workshop, just next to the wall. It's just waiting for the push to come out from this Blackbeard. Could possibly push aggressively out into the hallway and take down the Blackbeard. Blackbeard is wary of the angle play from the Jaeger and is going to think otherwise about where he pushes. Again, the drop from the Legion will allow for an extra body to be on site. And Elvis is an excellent wallbang, it seems, onto Clouded Up. It goes for another kill onto the Twitch inside of Waiting Room. and it's looking not very good for Lads. We could possibly see overtime yet again today, as the last defender is above on the Thermite, trying to find an angle, but Astroworld takes down his one teammate of the Twitch, so it's just our Pip left on the hatch by himself, and you gotta imagine Lerm is ready for this angle, but no, he actually misses a few shots, and it looks as though Lerm will get the follow-up kill with the shotgun. So overtime yet again. I feel like every match I've casted today has gone to overtime, and I'm actually gonna go get a Gatorade real quick. So just give me a second. Alright, I'm back. So some 6 picks here, as looks as though Lads will be on attack yet again. So a random coin flip will give them that. So it's going to be, yet again, we're going to see certainty go down to ventilation. And the dough could be picked from... The dough could be picked from default and off of the Monte is going to make a lot of sense. Didn't really find too much luck in that last round running the shield. This was quickly felt off there. But
10 seconds left before insertion. Covered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
so again, it looks like we're going to be seeing the attack from the main wall of Armory, quite possibly. Is I imagine we're going to see default try to push his way in through break room, sticking for the Valkyrie cameras yet again, and will be making that punch hole on to the Armory crossover. So an excellent angle from default to play, especially with the DMR of the MK14. There's a lot of damage, and one bullet could do possibly about 60 HP to the body. Again, more drone work coming out here from the attackers. It looks as though our Pip will actually be the entry fragger here, and will get immediately taken down by Astroworld, who gets immediately refragged actually by Jackal of Clouded Up. So you lose the Legion and the Thermite. Those hatches are going to stay reinforced if they are still... Actually, they aren't even reinforced, so it's not going to even matter. The Jackal will be able to easily... take out those hatches. It looks as though we're actually going to get a reset here after being lit up possibly through the floor. And yet again, Clouded is looking for these angles with the shotgun, and a minute 30 left in the round. It's still a 4v4, and you've got Elvis getting tracked inside of customs. So possibly tries to rotate up the main side, but it seems as though the Jackal and the it looks like all the attackers are watching this flank, so won't be easy for a retake of the top floor. So yet again, more angle work through the floor from all of the attackers, as they're all positioned on the top floor. They're going to need to switch up where they all are here in a little bit. Going to have to try to take control of the site eventually, as it looks as though Smoke making his way, or Mute actually making his way inside of ventilation room. Going to be called out by the Jackal, who's just trying to crouch walk his way through the site, but a lot of barbed wire are going to be getting rattled, and Blur is going to hear that and gun down, crushed up, Clouded Up with the shotgun. But default with the angle play from above is going to get the immediate refrag onto Blur, so it's back to an even man count again. 30 seconds left remaining, and Still a lot of angle play being held by the defense and the attacker. So the attack is going to have to come out shortly as Elvis will find the kill onto Flamingo Pond. So Default will be going to smoke canisters in as Dauphin gets the refrag onto Lerm. So back to a 2v2. Default does have a lesion trap in him, so he's going to have to pull this out. But the run up from Elvis is going to find Dauphin, and he's right in front of Default, and the knife comes out from Elvis. Going to find that kill onto Default. So an excellent rounds from Elvis, and from Certainty as a whole, able to put us the first round of overtime in their favor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So again, scoreboard here. Elvis really fragging out here. This is after the rehost, which came after 4 rounds were played. And Elvis, I believe, had 8 kills before that, or 6 kills before that. So 20 kills for Elvis in this map, at least. I mean, that's just crazy. For someone to be fragging out that much, you gotta. If you're lads, you've gotta try to cool down Elvis here in this round. And if you're unable to do it, then you're probably gonna lose this round because you gotta think that Elvis wants to get out of this matchup just as much as the rest of us do, and want to get on to the next map. But again, do not call lads out just count lads out just yet. It's likely that they're able to successfully defend this armory lockers. This was their primary site, and the site that they won the most when they were on defense in the first half. So again, our pip will be on the roam on the bottom floors. We look to see again the angle play from reflexes on the Blackbeards. Just trying to find any angle that he can. Astroworld possibly able to find the angle on to anybody playing on that main wall, but nobody's going to be giving him that free of a pick just now. So Elvis going to be choosing to rotate over towards the sandwich window possibly, or possibly try to get anybody that is playing on the half wall. So that's going to be Dauphin as of right now, as Dauphin does make the angles for him to peek back through, but might be too late as Elvis will get that asteroid right onto the Doc, and Doc will go down with ease. So excellent play and teamwork there from Certainty, able to find that kill, and another frag for Elvis sets his 21st kill, going for the world record of Go4 Xbox. No, that's not a thing, but still, minute 20 left in the round, and it looks as though a lot of the defense is still set up on site. Our pip being the lone roamer, still down inside of ventilation, just waiting for a possible plant, and does still have the nitro cell, I would hope, but it looks as though the Mira of Default will lose her nitro cell, as so will our pip, so that's going to force him to come back up metal stairs, and the plant is going down from the thermite, but the Echo Drone's doing great work here denying this plant, as Astroworld going to get the Claymore kill on to Clouded Up. Both Echo Drones here still in play, but the last one will get dispelled as he actually has one more shot left. This is flank is going to have to come out, but Reflexes with an excellent flank watch onto our pip, and Elvis onto Default, and Flamingo Pond is left in a 1 versus 5. Does find 1 and 2 kills on to the Thatcher and the Habana, but is going to have to find 2 more, as it looks as though Elvis has rotated his way into Sandwich and will find that kill onto Flamingo Pond. So Elvis with Math, Danny. I believe it's 26 kills in this matchup. So I think he had 6 or 8 before the rehost. Wow, Elvis really playing it well for his team, able to put them on top. So, wow, just a crazy matchup for Elvis, able to bring it back after getting hit off early on. So, again, an excellent matchup between Certainty and Lads, and I will be casting now Certainty versus Deathly in the next matchup, so make sure you all come back and are tuned in. I will be ending the stream for VOD sake, so we'll save over, so make sure you come back and tune